My inspiration for this project happened out of accident, I think. I was brought on by the Tata's task force just to be a part of the brainstorming for Paint the Town Pink. And I was trying to think what I could contribute with Purple Frog to Wyandotte and to our survivors here. I was racking my brain, and I thought, well, let's find survivors that are here in Wyandotte. Let's make this local, because we are local first. And I had a tremendous outpouring of the community of women that were survivors that were affected right in our backyard. And when I started this, I wanted to show that breast cancer doesn't discriminate. It affects all races, men, women, young, old, it didn't matter. And I wanted to show that since it doesn't discriminate, it could be you. It could be your neighbor, it could be your sister, it could be your husband. So it's important to raise awareness that you need to check yourself. You need to have mammograms. You need to be aware that this is a serious disease and it can affect anybody. And I went into it with the expectations that, oh, I'm going to photograph some amazing women. I knew that. And after the shoot, it was so much more. It was so much more, and it was amazing to meet these women and to hear how brave they were and how courageous they were. And it was something that I will never, ever forget. I was able to listen to their stories, to hear their stories, and to know that this is a tough battle. Breast cancer is not a pretty disease. It's pink and glorious and there's pink ribbons everywhere, but it's not pretty. It's very real and it's very ugly. And I was able to meet these women that were fighters, that were amazing and strong and courageous. And I was lucky enough to capture them on film and to show how brave they really were. So this was really my honor. I had a lot of people this evening that were coming up to me and thanking me for making them beautiful, and I really did nothing. I did absolutely nothing for these women. Their beauty and their glow just came out on camera. So it made my job very easy.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming this evening to the unveiling of this breast cancer survivor wall. I honestly could not be more proud of each and every one of my beautiful models. This started out as a project that I just wanted to showcase that breast cancer doesn't discriminate. It's men, it's women, it's white, it's black, it's young, it's old, it's everybody. And by having these beautiful ladies come and model for me, I think I really showed that it doesn't discriminate. And that was my original goal, was to show that. And then what ended up happening was that I got to meet these beautiful women and I got to hear their stories. And sorry, I have never met women that are more courageous and more strong and more determined than these ladies that are up here today. And I like to think I'm a tough cookie, but these ladies hands down have me beat any day. So just thank you very much for being a part of this and showing how strong and awesome you ladies are. I'm just so proud. I'm so proud of all of you. And just thank you from the bottom of my heart. So this is probably one of my favorite exhibits. So thank you. And Mayor Peterson.
Well, this started off on October 1st, and here it goes. It's been going big time all the way since, and this here is probably the heart and soul of what this is all about. These young ladies here in this picture that support many, and that have spoken for many of the young ladies and stuff that have breast cancer and the survivors, and also the ones that the breast cancer has taken from us. It's such a bad disease. It's such a I can't say enough. It's when somebody says they have that, you just, until it comes home, somebody. When Judge Callenbach's wife and the judge himself come in and said he's a very happy man. He comes in and he was just broken down, and he said his wife was diagnosed with breast cancer. It just takes the air out of, not just it's just out of everybody. And to see the strong people like this and the survivors in the street, the people in Wyandotte, to start this is only the first year. So there's a lot of questions that was asked by the city of Wyandotte. The city of Wyandotte is doing what it can to help, but they're not put it on. It was put on by the Tata group, and it was put on by a group of volunteers such as Alicia and everybody else, the Roses, the Woodruffs, many business people. But I can tell you one thing, and I know Natalie Rankin, who's the DDA director here, I know that it'll get bigger and better, and hopefully we'll raise more money to prevent this type of disease. Thank you very much for all the people that came here. Thank you.
And families and everyone here, we're going to have a small champagne reception at our loft over at Purple Frog across the street. So please come and have a glass of champagne with us and celebrate, because this is a celebration here.
Survivor that stuck out in my head. Her name is Corinne, and she is the most brave and courageous woman that I have ever met. She came to me, my last model of the day, and I was hoping and praying that God would send me someone like her, and He did. And I didn't think she was going to make it to the shoot. She was having a seizure, her blood pressure had spiked, but she was determined that she was going to come to this photo session. And she came in, we did her photos, and she asked if she could show her mastectomy. And I thought that was the bravest thing that anybody could ever do. Breast cancer seems to be pretty, quote unquote, with the beautiful pink ribbons and the wardrobes and the t-shirts and everything, but Corinne was so brave and so courageous that she showed that it's not a pretty disease. She showed what a mastectomy looks like. And I think that people need to know that this is not a pretty disease. It affects you and it kills people. And that's why I think it's so important that women, men, everybody is aware of this and they check themselves and they get mammograms.